you gotta have your wits about you and be smart. You know, you don't always have to confront and talk to people. That, well, the guy had the audio on the recording. The guy tried to impersonate being a salesman.
He didn't even go outside. He didn't answer.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be smart. Man or woman, child, you gotta have your wits about you.
Old ladies with knives at the door.
It's just interesting to me to see what people do when you think no one's watching you.
Mm-hmm. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Jessica Marie, and welcome back to another video. I'm accompanied with my husband here, Tony.
Hello.
And today we're going to be checking out
a scary thing.
Scary thing. 10 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. Now, I'm sure there's weirdos doing stuff on your porch when they don't think you're there occasionally.
I never thought about that.
I think that,
why would you be doing things on my doorstep?
I don't know why you would do it, but I just sense that that would be something they might do.
People are crazy, y'all.
So,
crazy.
Without further ado,
I don't know what to expect. This is kind of the spur of the moment right now. This video was very spontaneous.
It is.
We decided to do it pretty much like 2 minutes ago before we pressed record. So
yeah. So, without further ado, let's get on into
so
it.
Happy. What do we do? This is creepy.
10 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. Let's go.
What the hell is that? Oh my god. People need to say.
In this first video, this house's Ring doorbell captured a man walk up to the front door in the middle of the night. But rather than actually knocking on the door or ringing the doorbell, the man pretends to do so. At first it seems odd, until you realize what's actually going on. Near the left side of the screen, a car's headlights can be seen. It's clear whoever is driving the vehicle is making this guy walk up and talk to the house owner for a seemingly sinister purpose, as the guy obviously doesn't want to do it. I mean, so much so that he fakes knocking on the door and even fakes a conversation with the house owner, all the while making sure the driver can see him doing so.
That is a good guy.
He don't want to be involved.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to be involved in this. I do not want to hurt nobody. I'm not trying to, no, man. I'm going to act like I'm very... Nobody answered, man. Like,
They weren't home.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
he did not want no drama.
Good for him.
Good for him.
From the fake conversation, it's clear the driver wants the man to look for someone named Matt. One common guess, the man could have been being forced to rob the place, but didn't want to do it, making him fake the whole situation and claim no Matt lived there. But to this day, the real motives of the driver are still unclear.
Ooh.
They probably know what happened.
This footage features a random woman walking up to someone's front door. The woman clearly isn't acting normal, or at least until a car passes where she breaks character so as not to draw attention to herself. After the car is gone, the woman can be seen putting her face right up to the camera.
What's wrong with you?
After watching the disturbing footage, the house owner would claim he had no idea who the woman was. This doorbell camera video shows the horrifying early stages of a fire in a neighbor's property. As the video goes on, you can see as the fire gradually continues to grow, so much so that it eventually reaches the house with the doorbell camera. At the time of the fire, the house owner himself was asleep, though he would be woken up by multiple notifications on his phone claiming motion was detected by his doorbell camera. After reviewing the footage, the house owner would frantically run to get a fire extinguisher and desperately attempt to put the fire out.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh,
Get out of there.
oh, my home.
He's trying to save his house, but I do agree, man. It's a.
Nobody wants to see anybody die.
Yeah.
Like, come
After
on,
realizing it
make
was
out.
too late, the house owner would escape through the house's back door. It's pretty safe to say that the motion-detected notifications that woke up the house owner
Yeah, it did save his life.
saved his life that night. This video captured a woman frantically knocking on this house's front door. As she continues to do so, she can be seen constantly looking behind her. And that's when you realize why. A man walks up to the woman and proceeds to grab her firmly, telling her to get into the car. All the while, the woman can be heard pleading for him to stop.
Oh my God.
That's terrifying.
Like, you want to help a person like that if they're knocking on your door, but then at the same time, you want to be involved.
Stop, please, no. No, 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 please.
Oh my God.
You gotta scream loud, beat him, say
She
something.
should have been
The man in the
screaming
video
trouble.
was later identified to be 20-year-old Victor Kucic, and he would ultimately be charged with third-degree felony kidnapping.
Was that his
Okay, at least
woman?
she didn't die.
This Ring doorbell starts off showing the house owner simply doing her laundry. Though, before she can even enter the laundry room, she can be seen pausing. And the audio from the clip makes it clear as to why. A voice can be heard desperately pleading for help, though it's unclear as to where the voice is coming from. Clearly disturbed, and worried it could have been someone hiding around her property, the woman would end up calling the police.
I looked around, I didn't see anybody out on the road or any cars or anything. So I went back to my Ring video to make sure I wasn't just creatively hearing something.
Wow.
I can hear somebody saying something, but I
So,
can't.
well, I posted it on there.
The police would search the whole property, but find absolutely nothing.
You got a demon in
To
your
this
house.
day, it's still unclear whose voice was talking, or even where it was coming from. A woman living in an apartment complex had reported that she had been being stalked for months. Police would open an investigation, though there wasn't really too much they had to go off of. But that was until the woman's Ring doorbell caught the man approach the front door on a bike wearing a mask. The man would actually apologize for stalking the woman, though what he said next is pretty disturbing.
I'm sorry. Looked in one day and saw you. Oh God, I can't stop.
He saw her.
The man claimed he couldn't stop, which basically confirms this man is not mentally well, to the point where, unfortunately, he can't help himself.
He couldn't help.
To this day, the
Not
woman
stopping
still
her.
reports seeing the man at her apartment.
Wow.
He needs help. Please say
This doorbell camera footage seems to have captured an almost transparent-looking figure walking across the house owner's property in the middle of the night. The figure looks to have no face, and seems to slowly become less visible as it continues to move. The audio from the video reveals the noise of very faint footsteps.
He's disappearing.
Who knows what this is?
Yeah, what? He's absolutely right.
After reviewing the footage and examining around the property, the house owner found nothing out of the ordinary, and it's still unclear what exactly was caught on video that night.
I might move. I might move.
The owner of this house would wake up to a notification on his phone telling him motion was detected at his front door.
Is this old
And
lady?
after reviewing the footage, this is what he found. There was an old woman with a knife just standing at his front door, constantly shifting her body weight from side to side. The woman can be seen awkwardly holding and looking at the knife, as well as constantly glancing all around her.
You on that stuff?
Are you serious?
She don't look like she in danger. She on something.
Who brought you here? Did you bring yourself here? You walked out of your house? This is like a residential neighborhood.
It's like the suburbs.
So where did you come from?
Next door.
After a few more seconds, the woman finally attempts to ring the doorbell, but seemingly can't bring herself to do it for whatever reason.
Like she battling with herself.
Yeah.
Trying to not do something wrong.
Maybe the voices are telling her to do
Yeah, go in there and kill. No, I don't know. Hey, that's creepy, y'all.
And after 2 minutes of footage, it cuts off. It's still unclear who this woman was, or what caused her to walk up to a stranger's front door wielding a knife. After hearing his doorbell go off, this San Diego house owner would look at his doorbell camera through his phone, and the camera revealed a supposed door-to-door salesman waiting outside. The house owner decided to confront the man with the doorbell speaker, and that's when the salesman claimed he was looking for the Robinsons' residence at 712, which was not the house he was at. After being informed of this, the salesman would politely apologize for the mix-up.
This is the Robinsons' residence at 712?
No, you're at the wrong house. It's 721.
Oh, I apologize for that.
Suspicious of the encounter, the house owner would send the footage to the local police department, who, disturbingly, confirmed that this exact man was suspected of breaking into at least 19 homes and impersonating a salesman to do so. The man has yet to be caught by police.
This guy was trying to be sneaky.
Likely taking place during the whole killer clown craze of 2016,
Oh
this
my God,
Ring
that was so
doorbell
creepy.
caught the exact moment someone dressed in a clown costume walked up to its front door. The person can be seen tilting their head and slowly walking up to the door, almost the whole time staring directly into the camera. While it's most likely just someone trying to scare people, there's a small chance something a lot more sinister is going on here.
Just smiling at.
It's a clown time. I saw a lot of these clowns in the street during that time, and it was very disturbing.
To this day, it's still unclear whether the house owner experienced anything further regarding the situation.
Alright, you guys, that was 10 most disturbing things caught on doorbell camera footage. What did you think of it?
You gotta have your wits about you and be smart. You know, you don't always have to confront and talk to people. That, well, the guy had the audio on the recording, the guy tried to impersonate being a salesman.
He didn't even go outside. He didn't answer.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be smart. Man or woman, child, you gotta have your wits about you.
Old ladies with knives at the door.
It's just interesting to me to see what people do when you think no one's watching you. The fight that lady was having with her. That's what I assume. She was trying to debate even ringing the doorbell. But it was creepy.
It was very disturbing.
And I can imagine all the unsolved things that has happened like this. Just that voice of help me and in the laundry room.
It was pretty bad.
What did you think?
Bad. I thought that it was terrible. I personally have a very huge phobia of clowns. So for me, this just was not, I would not have had any time to deal with that. None at all. This is just the weird stuff people do in the world, and some of this footage was taken way back in 2016, and people are getting weirder and weirder every year, it seems. So I just recommend you guys, even though I enjoy watching this kind of stuff for fun, best believe, you guys, I do believe in the supernatural. I do believe there's definitely weirdos out there. I do not think the world is just roses and daisies. I don't. Even though I like to dwell in the world of roses and daisies, but I realize that that is not the case. And so a lot of these little footages like this that I review, I think that these are warnings for me on how to keep my guard up. So I found it very disturbing, and I would like to have one of those things put on my porch, to be honest.
One of them was beneficial when the motion detector with the fire
That was
saved
good.
that man's life. So that was
I thought they were all good. There was all kind of scenarios that happened that I saw that was like, that was good that they had that. That was very good, because even with that old lady, I would have saw that footage and I would have said, can we find out who this is?
Because, someone could have probably was like, are you okay? And because, she looks very frail and, elderly. Someone probably could have been...
We're in a residential, suburban type neighborhood. Who is...
Someone probably tried to be all nice and help her, and then she could have stabbed her right in the neck and walked away. You never know.
She could have stabbed the owner of that home in the neck. If they
That's what I'm saying. And walked away, yeah. So, be
Stab
smart,
the
have your
child.
wits about you. But yeah, just to know that actually is a real footage, it's very disturbing, very creepy, but
so you guys,
good film.
it was great. So with that being said, you guys, let me know how you guys felt about this video in the comment section below. Also, if there's anything you'd like to recommend to me, please leave that in the comment section below. Also, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be informed every time I drop a new video. With that being said, you guys,